Mm-hmm.
When we take our children off the streets, we're building better communities. When we build better communities, we end up with a better nation. If you don't see how the dots connect at this point, then you're just blind. You may as well just go dig a hole and lay in it because there's no help for you. This is where things change. This is where we step up, we step out, and we talk with our heads held high. We don't hold on our head and say, boy, you want sister. No, 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 no. Hold up your head and talk straight. Because our government is accountable to us. The moment we let that go, we end up having an authoritarian system. And you read the history books. Nobody in Jamaica wants to have that. The people that had it didn't want it. So why, if we don't have it, we're going to want to take it up? No, 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 no. So there's a fight beyond the fight. If things become authoritarian, it's going to be so much worse. And it done bad already. So let's start getting our answers that we demand because they're ours to get.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hold them account. And if we don't have anybody in Jamaica that will do the legal side of things, then we need to leave Jamaica, find the ways that they can be prosecuted outside of Jamaica, like the Magnitsky.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment funds start funnel through a place other than in Jamaica that starts with U and end with A, then you have grounds. If it's illicit gain, then let's go. Prosecution, here we come. And so the little things that we can do are the things that make the big difference. This program right here is a little thing that started. How long now? 4 years, Will?
About three and a half. Yeah, 3.5, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And growing, growing, growing. The best part of it is from this platform, people have learned that they have more strength, more bite than they realize. They realize even more so when they're being taken for a ride.
Mm-hmm.
And they're learning how to do something about it. We're not quite there yet. We still have a little bit further to go.
Mm-hmm.
But believe me, people, we can get there. It's not that far. We can get there. Well, apparently you just got something a while ago that stimulated you in a different kind of a way. I see you look up. Right.
No, Kevin, let me tell you something. And I'm trying to get folks to understand, to think critically and to understand that we are the masters of our own fate. Masters and
Mm-hmm.
mistresses.
Oh,
We're
remember we have
captain
Bim
of
on
our
the
ship.
line now.
Yeah, Bim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Me get sometimes when we start getting in that mood, yeah, it's like me just want to get on my soapbox and I want to come off. Please jump into the conversation, brethren.
Yeah. 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 I was listening to to the conversation about with the minister and the family was saying the dark and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And but when the people of Jamaica have to understand, like so I'm a businessman, and then my employee take my resources and get rich. And I asked him, or you come by all this if your salary can't cover it, and then he look for me as a business owner and tell me, oh, you bad mind. Make that make sense. Make that make any sense.
We're working on it. We're still a billet.
Yeah, don't make any sense. I don't know because I'm looking on it and it look to me like it man like Marcus Garvey must be turned over in his grave, because from I was growing up going to school and the teaching of Marcus Garvey and people like that, and people still go doing all that stuff and then give people their job, climb on their back, and then when they turn around, I hear they calling them boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a train. I don't where people have to get out of that mentality, and it seems like it's not getting any better. I thought we'll be way past this at this time at 2025.
Well, it's a journey. We're getting there. Like I said, we're getting there. But this is where people are opening their eyes. This is where people are starting to listen more than they talk.
Yeah.
Then if you listen, if you watch, I tell you something. I tell you, just look at it. Look at it's classism, because some of the people who think of us as being dumb, dark, and stupid, they look like us. Some of them. But look at how our employees, look at how they operate. They mentor them family to come and take for them seat or take a place at the big table of parliament. They mentor them. How many of them you say, look in a place like behind me and say, listen, I'm going to take somebody from here and I'm going to mentor this person so that this person can become a leader in the community and can do the same thing I'm doing and exceed what I'm doing. That is one of the hallmarks of a leader, you know. A leader will develop leaders, not followers. Yeah. A leader will develop leaders. And look how many of them you see take people like from places like behind me and take them to parliament and say, listen, I want you to learn at my feet. I'm going to teach you everything I know because I want you to grow up and I want you to take your rightful place in Jamaica. I want you to be a leader. I'm going to teach you everything I know. And then you take it. How many of them do that? How many of them? Who them mentor? They mentor them own family members. They mentor them friends. They mentor them neighbors. They mentor them lodge brother. Them and sis, and we never know if woman in a lodge. We don't know nothing about lodge. They mentor them church brother and church sister. How many of them mentor people that they actually represent? How many of them? Yeah. How many? They don't. And why? Because they want to keep you dunce, dark, and stupid. They said it. That's how they control you. If they tell somebody this long enough, you know, them start believe it. And a lot of us believe that we're dunce, dark, and stupid. And so only when certain people tell us things, and it's not, don't get me wrong, not all of them stay like this. Not all of us stay like that. But there's a significant amount of this going on, and we need to call it out. We need to admit that this is going on, and we need to implement a change. And the change can only come when you make that decision to change. That's when the change will come in. When you start respecting yourself, when you start educating yourself, when you start asking the right questions, when you start behaving in a certain manner, where you carry yourself. When you start do that, people start respecting. Otherwise, they won't. They won't. And look, it's election time. And what happened? It's gift. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, man.
It's like Christmas. All of the ribbon cutting, all of the food that give away, all of this, all of that. And remember, one of the first videos we play, there is life after campaigning. Remember that. Because if you seeing them now, I heard that the Prime Minister in some rural parts of the country last night, late a campaign. You think them going to see him win, lose, or draw? You think them going to see him for the next 4 years?
Not happening.
You think? No. No. And so the power should flow from the people to their representatives, to their servants. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. And you see, what happened is that I would love to make, because there's a lot me have up here saying now. And there's me have a whole heap of space for upload. And I just download. Because me I learn too. But there's a lot up here, so. There's a lot up here, so. And I would just love to share it with people and empower people. And have people challenge me too and say, oh, that's wrong. Because I am not so arrogant that are not arrogant to the point where people can tell me things and say, see, right, I say you're wrong. I mean, look at them and say, nah. That is what we're finding out. Them people. Well, that is what we're finding out people like this man.
Could be a step closer to establish.
This man, yeah? We'll find that in him.
Neither should the
And we'll find it in the people like them.
and they're stupid.
That's what we'll find out them people. And them call themselves, we call them leaders. We call them leaders, Kevin. Them treat we like dirt, and we call them leaders. Let me talk to the people of Portland. People of Portland. I am all about people. I don't care about political parties. Because here's what happened. In the political party that is not doing right by the people, I am going to call. And Kevin mentioned it earlier. Kevin said it every week. We're going to call out people. If you're not doing right by the people, we're going to call you out. And we're going to do what is necessary to educate the people about what is going on. Because here's what happened in my race, in my 100-meter race now. First place, people. Second place, people. Third place, people. And anything else? The public servants. People, people, people. That is my goal. That is my mission. And so the people who live at Portland, where this man come from, we must say all of them things. Yeah. Remember, 1.4, never let it escape you. 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars.
Don't mix it up.
8 point, whatever it is, 5 or 8
million US
dollars to provide transportation for people across the country, including your community. You have hired him. You have extended his employment. He's not performing. He's not performing. And so the choice is yours. You run this company called Jamaica. You run this company called, West Portland. You run that company. You put your board member there. And your board member turn on and spit in your face. And your board member is your employee. And what you do? You go wash your face and still keep the employee employed. Still keep the employee employed. No.